Well, welcome back to my channel. Today we'll be talking about UI UX design. Um, welcome back. Try and subscribe to my channel. I've noticed that so many people are getting confused between UI and UX design. So today we'll talk about it. Now, introduction to UI UX design by me. My name is Francis Royce. Welcome to my channel. Now, so many people are getting confused about UI UX design. Now, today we'll be talking about it. Stay tuned. We'll be talking about it in details. To know more about this, please subscribe to my channel. I'll be dropping my channel name after the end of this video. And what is UX design versus UI design? Now, UX design means user experience, which involve managing the user journey as they interact with a product or services, and it can also be referred as customers experience. UX design are in charge of making sure the company satisfies the customers need. UX design collaborate with the UI designer. Now, there is no UI without UX, and there's no UX without UI. That's how some people interchange it. But UX simply means user experience, and they have their own work in which they do. Let's go. UX designer do the following. Now, user flow, site mapping, wireframing. If you subscribe to my YouTube channel, at the end of our next topic will be on Figma. Use of Figma. We'll be demonstrating how to design user flow, site mapping, and wireframing. Now, the work of a UX design is just user flow, site mapping, and wireframing. And UX design is just a pathway to UI design, and it is a big advantage to be a UI UX designer than to be just one. So it's good to be both. If you want to make it large, don't leave one for another person. Try and be a UI and a UX designer. As I said, UX designer do the following: the usual flow, the site mapping, wireframe, and so on. They also prototype too, which we'll be looking into our next class on Figma, how to make use of Figma for all these things. But the concept of this video is for you to understand the fundamental of UI and UX design. So that's it. It is a big advantage to be a UI and a UX designer than just to be one. That's the concept of this video, is to encourage you to know the difference of UI and UX designer. Now, what is UI design? UI means user interface. It refers to any aspects of digital product or services that a user interacts with. This focuses on the actual construction or design of that product. Now, when we are talking about UI, remember we said earlier that a UX design is just a pathway to UI design. That means UX must be done before a UI design, right? When a UX design, design the user flows, the wireframe, and so on, and bring it to a UI design to put it into a high fidelity design. Now, here we said UI designer do the following. They understand. First of all, as a UI designer, you have to understand your customer. Now, what your customer wants. Then after that, you evaluate some product design of that particular thing they said you should do. They said nothing is new under the sun. You have to evaluate that product, do a high fidelity design, and prototype it before you collaborate with a developer, before you give it to a developer and all that. In all this, does a UI UX design require coding? The answer is no. A UI UX does not require coding. But having a knowledge of coding will make you will give you an upper hand above some other what designer, but it's not a must. How to code. Now, design tool for UI UX designer. We have the InVision, the Sketch, Figma, Adobe XD, Blastman, and all that. But I, Francis Royce, I make use of what? Figma. I personally make use of Figma for all this. For all this. So I make use of Figma. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. So our next talk will be how to make use of Figma for your UI UX design. How to make use of Figma. Now, please, a places a UI UX designer can work. We can work in banks, tech company. You can be a freelancer. If you don't want to work under anybody, the people can be giving you work. You be a boss on your own. So it's a very good skill for you. It's a very good skill for you. So a very good skill, a very big skill. Banks, tech companies, you can be on your own and be getting job for yourself. Now, this lesson is by me, Francis Royce. Please try and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Now, next topic will be treating this introduction to Figma. Stay tuned, subscribe. Let me show you how to make use of Figma. In your UI UX design. Some of this my YouTube channel, Francis UI Royce, and all that. Instagram, the same. Facebook, the same. Twitter at Francis Royce 12. Thank you for